is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Reese?
Holly, thank you. And the Cavaliers will kick off first, and here we go. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. He wants to change this route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a third down and goal situation.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. The run inside. It's Johnson. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wesco open on the right side. He's got it. And he He gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
The handoff to Johnson.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
And the Tigers have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside. It's Davidson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse.
There's some room. Can't get him to the ground. Got enough space, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football and make sure you get them on the ground.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. As we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Trying play action. Makes the grab. It's Cox. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Throwing on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Right on the money. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Lewis. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Makes a connection. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Cavaliers with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. A run for the quarterback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Gets it into the end zone.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the delay, it's Davidson. Got enough for the first. Turning it on! Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off-play action on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running inside, it's Lewis. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. With the catch, it's Flores. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Quarterback strolling away from Heat, trying to make magic with his feet. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The kick is on its way. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Making side adjustments here. On the ground, it's Davidson. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Under fire. Trying to buy time. And he will get just beyond the first down marker before sliding. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Off the play fake. Here's a Heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might be calling a hot route. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. The 20. Touchdown, Virginia. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's one the quarterback would love to have back. At this point of the game, it's tight on the scoreboard, and if that guy's not open, nothing's there. You got to throw that thing away, or you got to tuck it and run, take a sack, live to play another down. That's a decision the quarterback wishes he had back.
Yeah, because you're so frustrated because you're in a position to get points. And, right, when you start getting down there, Paul, they talk to you all the time. Don't give away points. Make sure you're smart with the football. Don't try to do too much. He tries to do too much. He pays for it, and the defense takes it all the way back to the end zone.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Courtney. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Quick completion on the out route. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. Jukes his way for more. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Under fire. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways, and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Second down, he'll throw it. The short hands, it's Lewis. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Cavaliers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Hands it off. Oh, he's got some space. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing, and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And that's a live ball behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll run it to the right side. Drag down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. He goes out of bounds. He's a few yards short, and they'll have to turn the football over.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Draw play, quarterback keeps him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Cavaliers are marching down the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
He's in open space. There's a crease. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the 4th quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart. He still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then...
Touchdown, Cavaliers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball.
Glad to have you with us from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. It's the West Virginia Mountaineers and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the Mountaineers head coach told me pregame this is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Mountaineers headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Trying the run, it's Cook. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hawkins. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Cook. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain, needed about 3 more on that one. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it! He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Mountaineers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Mountaineers! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Well, So the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Edwards. Now rolling to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Thurman. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. The offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He's got the tight end. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Tar Heels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grab behind the line. It's Epps. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Run the gun on third down. Hawkins looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. Quarterback decides, let's think this fourth down play over, and he calls a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Hawkins to throw for it on fourth. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll try the right side. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, going to the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Tar Heels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Fires quickly. Touchdown, North Carolina! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. These two-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Cook. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. The short hands, it's ball. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Moving away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Keeps it and gets the 1st down. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Michael Hawkins. Here comes the heat. Finds us back in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
And finally, we see a little bit of that which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day.
Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point is good. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
Number 94, set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the wideout. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type. There he goes. Makes it past the marker. The 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, West Virginia. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
From the gun, the ground game. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Man, we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yard.
Caught, and he's got room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Back to throw, it's Edwards. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Throws to the wideout. This time on target. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got the back over the middle. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
The Tar Heels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Grabs it. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Now on the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UNC!
Like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. He decides to keep the football. He can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Running inside, it's Cook. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got room to work. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Harkins. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And how about the confidence of this quarterback? Palmer, I got to know, man. I know this receiver's a stud, but I'm putting 2 guys on him. I'm trying to take him out of the ball game, and he's still going to throw it that direction?
Because even when he's covered, he's open. These guys work tirelessly all week long. They understand where they're going to be. They understand when the football's coming out. You could put a 3rd guy over there, and I don't know if that would have changed the quarterback's decision. I think he was still going to his big playmaker on the perimeter.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Reads it, fires complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And the Mountaineers will have it